talking about the AFC playoff picture side as well. We kind of already showed this graphic, but we should talk about it a little bit more. Denver, New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh hold the division spots right now. Chargers, Bills, Texans holding the wild cards. Indy plays tonight against San Francisco. If they lose, I think they're done. I think they're completely out of it. And then Baltimore still has a chance, but Pittsburgh owns their own destiny. Let's talk Denver, Jacksonville. That game, Jacksonville won that football game, took down Denver. I hate to say that I feel right about this, but I've been saying it for a while since we've been on the show. I don't feel confident in the Denver Broncos. Those 11 games winning streak, yeah, I mean, it was great. Don't get me wrong. That's super impressive, especially in this world of the NFL. But Jacksonville either just looked like a completely better team, or Denver is exactly what we thought Denver was. At least I thought Denver was. And it just, in overperforming, getting lucky their record is so good team. I just not impressed with Denver.
So, and this is a classic case, right, of a team that's been so good, losing by a lot. Is it the problem being that the team we thought was so good maybe isn't so good, or are the Jags actually legit? Sounds like you're kind of on the camp or on the side of the Broncos aren't as good as we potentially thought.
I think both. I think the Jaguars are better, but I think I am leaning more towards the side of I don't believe in this Denver Broncos team.
I saw a stat they threw up on the broadcast. Unfortunately, I don't have it in front of me. It was something along the lines of they have as many one-score wins as the Chiefs did last season. And look, the Chiefs, that we all know what happened there, right? And so I lean more towards the Jags myself. I think this is a Jags team that's legit. The Broncos probably just had an off day. That's kind of how I look at this. But I think this Jags team is very good. I think Trevor Lawrence, you want to talk about, has arrived. Kind of feel like it's a long time coming for Trevor Lawrence. And I remember when I was in high school, him being in high school as well and deciding to go to Clemson and the number one recruit of all. Like, I was amazed that I was like, wait, they're talking about high schoolers like this? Am I not the same age as this guy? Why am I not on Huddle, like main feed? This seems a little bit unfair, but obviously he plays in the NFL and I'm not. I'm just talking about it. So I lean more towards look out for the Jags in this playoffs. Like, the Broncos, decent. They're going to be a team. Don't want to play Denver necessarily, obviously, especially if you have to go to Mile High. But I was happy to see them lose for the Patriots in the 1-seed situation, but also the Jags. Like, I think we got a better picture on who the Jags are in this more than anything else.
Yeah, and they're doing it without Travis Hunter. Jacoby Myers really proving to be a huge piece of his contract extension. Trevor Lawrence, I think we finally solved the problem that he's no longer on the hot seat of being a franchise quarterback. He's the dude. And I mean, they're doing it all at first-year coach as well. We talk about how amazing it is that the Bears are doing it. Look at what Cohen's doing in year one with the Jaguars. And that's so weird. I mean, incredible, though. But certainly incredible. I think you could even make the point that it's more impressive that he's doing it with Jacksonville than Ben Johnson's doing with the Bears.
Oh, yeah,
you can make that point, and that's fair. You talked about that Denver Broncos thing while you were talking. I looked it up. I did the math. They've played, obviously, 15 games so far this season. They're 12-3. Of those 15 games, 11 of the games are one-score games. They're 9-2 in those one-score games.
Wow.
So all 7 points or less.
That's like with the Vikings, a few years ago.
That's worse than the Chiefs last year.
Really? That's crazy. Yeah, so it must have been most sense, as was the stat was. I have a hard time getting behind those really constantly getting away with close wins teams. There's always the argument, and I do use this argument from time to time, that they found a way to win in close games. They just have the coaching. They have the clutch gene, if you will, their ability to convert and to really deliver on final drives. Like, that's a real thing. I'm not taking that away from teams who win in one-score games. But if you're constantly finding yourselves in one-score games as opposed to 70-20 blowouts, like, it's something to look at. It's something to remember. Denver's going to be a problem. Okay, I'm not saying they're not some team. They're going to be here. They're going to stick around. But they're not maybe as good as I think we thought they were.
When I look at this AFC playoff picture right now, everybody on the left and in the middle that are currently in the playoffs right now, every single team on there, I think, can beat the Denver Broncos.
Wow.
New England, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, the Chargers, which we'll find out in a couple weeks. Chargers already beat the Broncos this year. The Bills and the Texans. I think every single one of those teams can beat the Denver Broncos. I mean, the Texans already lost to Denver. 18-15, one-score game.
Wow.
But I think the Texans can do it. I really do. I'm just not impressed. And I don't think we're going to get any answers this week because they play the Chiefs on Christmas, but it's the Chiefs that are going to be playing their third-string quarterback. Who knows what's going to happen with the rest of that team? It's the Chiefs team that just lost to the Titans. We're not going to get any answers. The only answer we'll get is if the Chiefs win that football game, then there's a huge problem in Mile High. It's a mile-high problem.
Yes.
If the Chiefs win that football game.
It's kind of a lose-lose situation for Denver. If you win, we don't really learn a whole lot. We're not super high on you anymore. And if you lose, you can't lose that one. You cannot lose that one. Looking here, I just found that
I'm sure when the schedule came out and you circled this one, because I thought Denver had the chance to be a dark horse candidate heading into the season. I truly did. Not like this, but I thought they were going to be a dark horse candidate where they actually were good. When you thought this game, okay, man, Chiefs, Broncos, Christmas Day, Mahomes, I mean, this could be fun. This game felt like it had a lot of juice. And then the finished game with the Chargers, now this game means absolutely nothing to me. I mean, this is a game that this one is on at nighttime. I wish this one was during the day when I was cooking and getting ready for Christmas, because this is a tough game, man. This is a tough game to watch. We had all these great primetime games last weekend. Christmas Day, we're going to probably have it. I mean, if it's 40-3, are you surprised? I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wouldn't be too shocked. I just wanted to bring up here really quick because we mentioned like all the one-score games. Denver's 11th in offensive EPA per play and 9th in defensive EPA per play.
That's impressive.
In the top third of the NFL, definitely at least worth keeping an eye on that, because I feel like that's a better indicator than win or lose in these games. I'm excited to see what they can do the rest of the season. But yeah, I just wanted to really bring that up because I feel like, to me, it was an opportunity to take a look at the Jags. Like, I think the Broncos were looked at and the Patriots were looked at as these two teams. And yeah, like I said, the Broncos aren't going anywhere, but keep an eye on the Jags. They're not like the Blake Bortles, Jags that somehow found their way into the AFC Championship game in, what was that, 2016 or whatever? Like
2017,
yeah, with Foles and Kirk Cousins at that Final Four. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like this could be a legitimate contender Jags team.
Yeah, going to be a wild week for sure. We're going to bring you episodes all through the week. I don't think we'll do one Christmas Day, but we'll have you covered the rest of the week here at Marv and Rauh in the morning. Got plenty to talk about. I mean, we only touched college football and NFL. I mean, there's some crazy MLB trades that happen. We still have plenty more to talk about with this NFL week because there are so many playoff scenarios. I mean, the fact we were writing the outline for this show, and there was so many. The hardest part is to try and get it down to the topics.
Down to 6.
1 hour. We could have had a 3-hour show today. No doubt about it.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Insane. Let's get out of here. Let's see you back here tomorrow, right here on Marv and Rauh in the morning.